Hi everyone, it's Christina. Today's video is going to be about forgiving yourself. So in this video, I'm going to focus on a few things that I think are components of forgiving yourself and moving forward. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. So, one of the components I think for forgiving yourself is letting go of the past. Now, letting go of the past does not mean just pushing different things that happened in the past to the side, or just trying really hard to dismiss something that happened in the past so that you're not just focusing on it, or just so you don't feel bad or feel sad or feel lonely. It doesn't mean that necessarily. For me, it means letting it go, thinking about it, reflecting on it, seeing what happened, especially if it was something bad, and using that towards something for your future, something towards the present moment. Thinking about the situation, what you learned from it, what really happened, maybe why it happened, or maybe you might not even want to think about those things at all, depending on the circumstance. Maybe you want to just let go and let it be after you realize that it's not worth putting energy into something that doesn't really matter. But if it's something that was important, or something that you did learn something from, then take what you learned from it and use it for the present moment. That's what I do. If there's something I can learn from a situation, I think about what I learned from a situation. Maybe mistakes I've learned during the way, or mistakes I've made during the way, and the mistakes I don't want to make in the future. So letting go of the past is, as I said, letting go of it, but using the past for your present moment and making it a part of who you are, but not letting it hold you back from accomplishing your goals, or where you're just forcing yourself to block out something that happened. You have to accept it, and you have to embrace it, and decide that it will not hold you back. It will be something that happened, but it will not be something that will hold you back. And that is something that I feel is essential to forgiving yourself. I also think that deciding that you want to do better than you did before. So maybe this past thing is something where you made a mistake, and you decide, well, I made this mistake. Yes, I made it. Acknowledge it, accept it, and move forward and decide, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to let whatever that is bring me down again. I want to do better. I want to make better choices. I want to be around better people. Maybe I want a better job, or maybe I want to perform better on my job. That's the train of thought that I have found to be helpful when I am trying to do better than I did before. And this also includes daily reflection. This involves you thinking about your day and how things went. I know a lot of times we might get on autopilot and just be going through the day, or maybe we just don't like to be in our own heads and think about how the day went. But if you want to truly forgive yourself and move forward, that's going to take some reflection. Whether it's daily reflection or weekly reflection, you want to think about what happened and what you can do better. And this is going to be the next component, which is growing. In order to grow as a person, we have to be able to do better than we did before. That doesn't mean that you're going to become someone that you're not. It just means that you're always striving to be better. You're striving for excellence. And that's a good thing. You don't want to think that just because you made a mistake that that's who you are. Well, I did this XYZ thing, so that's who I am. I always make those types of mistakes. If you get stuck in that train of thought, like I have before, then you'll be that person. You'll be the person who always makes that mistake, who always just seems to do the same things over and over again. But if you decide, well, I made that mistake and I want to do better now, then that is how you're going to let go and move forward and be a better person and grow. Which leads me into the next component that I think is essential in forgiving yourself, which is going to be to learn from your mistakes. So learning from your mistakes means you're letting go of them. You're letting go of the past, just like I talked about before, letting go of those things, and you're learning from them. You're going to learn from different things that have happened, or different experiences that you have, or different encounters you have with different people. Learning is a lifelong process. It's not good to just be stuck in one way of thinking, or thinking this is just who I am and this is who I always will be. I'm not saying to try to be something you're not, but when it comes down to being better and being a better version of yourself, this is something that we should do, and I do. I learn from my mistakes, and I will be honest, I am a little bit of a different person than I was in the past, but that's because I've learned from my mistakes, and I have chosen to do better, to reflect on my days, to reflect on the past, let it go, but also learn from it and see what I can do better so that I can be the version of myself that I am the most proud of. And for me, forgiving myself, letting go of the past, learning from my mistakes are what keeps me growing into who I am. And another thing that I have learned is that forgiving myself is not a weakness. It's not a weakness to forgive yourself and to let go of things. That's not a bad thing to decide, I want to move past this. I want to do better. I want to be a better version of myself. That is not a weakness. That's not a sign of weakness. In my opinion, that is a sign of strength. A sign that you are aware of yourself, you are aware of your being, and you want to grow and be the best version of yourself that you can be. Weakness is something that is probably going to hold you back and keep you in some sort of a bad state of mind. And what we are talking about here is growing and being better. That's not weak. So I hope that you have found what I said to be helpful and encouraging, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for being here, and I am just so grateful. And thank you again, and I will see you all next time. So feel free to subscribe and comment below, and I will see you all next time.